going on, Casey? I need your help. And I'm pretty
That's what I
sure
do.
you're the guy.
All right.
So I'm sure many others feel this, but I'm at a point that we need some help on productivity. I
Yes.
like to become much more efficient with my time and get better at having that deep focus when I need to, because
Okay.
sometimes you can allow for some flexibility and other times you just got to get it done. Do you know of
Okay.
anything that could help me out with this?
Okay. How about so what I'm in a phase right now. I'm trying to build whether sites, whether apps, something that is tailored to real world experience. So it sounds like to me, why don't you create an app based on productivity, right? Maybe like a timer. Why don't you create like a timer app that you
Okay.
can use for your productivity?
I don't know how to make an app.
All right, let's do it. So there's so many different websites that we can do. First off,
Yeah,
let's figure
shoot.
out what we want to do first.
Okay.
So how about like a mobile timer that counts down, and we can use that, and we can kind of play with it from there. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that sounds good. I could follow
Okay.
that.
So here's what we're going to do. First off, our first step, we're going to go to ChatGPT first, and we're going to give ChatGPT a prompt. Why
Okay.
we're going to do that first is because we're going to want to get the right prompt. So when we go to whether Rork, whether Lovable, whether any of these, Bolt, any of these Replit, any of these sites that develop mobile apps and websites, we want to make sure that it is the correct prompt. So I like to go to ChatGPT first, tell it what I'm thinking, and then let's see what it pushes out. All right.
Yeah,
So put this
cool.
together. We want to create a mobile timer app to help increase our productivity. The app should have a large clock that counts down, allowing us to focus on deep work. The format will need to be simple and minimalist. The main visual should be probably larger numbers counting down the lights of a stopwatch, but just make it larger.
Okay.
Let's create this first and then we'll work on additional features. So put this into a prompt that I can then put into, we're going to use Rork. So put this into Rork AI.
Holy cow.
All right.
All right. I'm
All
glad you're
right.
helping because that's a very in-depth prompt.
All right. You know what? So let's share the screen and then we're going to kind of play with it from there. All right. We're going to share the window. So forgive me for all my Windows open people. We're going to share the window. All right. So this is what it put out. So this is the prompt that we put in right here.
Okay.
After that, here's a clean, no nonsense prompt. You could paste into Rork to generate the first version.
Wow.
So it's going to give you what's called an MVP. So
Okay.
MVP, in a sense, your minimal viable product. So it's like your baseline, like your framework. So a lot of the times you'll see online, these guys are like, hey, I made an app or something online. It's more so the MVP, it's the framework.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
But
How
let's
would
do
it be
this.
thought? Number one, MVP.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy this.
Okay.
We're going to go to Rourke and we are just going to paste this in. And let's see what it does.
The anticipation.
So as you can see, it's thinking. Rourke usually runs pretty fast. So it's thinking, it's putting everything together.
Wow. This is crazy that you can just build an app like this.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on the side over here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just it's piecing it all together. You don't have to know any of this. All you need to know that it's moving and it's working.
So
that's
this
that's
is
really the
something
bit.
you think I could do as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, I would use ChatGPT first. I would
Okay.
tell ChatGPT what you're thinking. Whether ChatGPT, Claude, Claude's actually really, really good for coding as well. For
Oh,
this
okay.
situation, we use ChatGPT, but Claude is awesome for coding. So if you notice down here, I could have put that prompt in. I could have chose ChatGPT 5, Claude Sonnet 3.7, Claude Sonnet 4. I
Okay.
chose Claude Sonnet 4 just because Claude's really good with code.
Okay. So the Sonnet 4 is a little bit better for the apps.
I personally think so. It's going to come down to preference, but we'll see
Okay.
what happens. So unfortunately, it wasn't a one take here, so we have to wait a little bit to see what it's going to fix.
Okay.
And then right now, there's not an arrow sign down here, so I know that it's actually working. So
It's
we're going to
thinking.
give it a couple more minutes to see what it's fixing, and then kind of go from there.
Cool.
All right. So after a couple minutes and a couple errors here, which happens sometimes, we have your app. So we have your timer right here. So we have the ability to, right now it has 25 minutes, 50 minutes, 90 minutes.
Okay.
Again, just a minimal viable product. So now it's how do we want to modify it? How do we want to tweak it? Do you want to, add some context up here? You want the ability to set your timer. Again, what we wanted to do is we wanted to just kind of create the foundation first and then go from there. So let's try to add a couple things to it. What are your thoughts?
I'd wonder if we could change the time frames. And honestly, I
Yeah,
mean, right now it kind of seems just like my timer on my phone, but could we add something like a quote of the day or something else to it? Is that possible?
no, absolutely. So I think a couple things. So it could be very well be very similar to the one on your phone. The cool thing
Okay,
about this one though is customizable. So this is tailored for you, right? So the one on your phone is tailored to a ton of other people. So
true.
eventually you can add the same features on there and then add on what is more tailored specific for you. So just imagine, you're scrolling through your phone and you have a folder full of apps that are specific for you. Like that's what makes this so cool. So let's put this in. I would like the ability to I would like I would like to have the ability to set and change the times. In addition, let's add a daily inspirational quote of the day.
Yes. That way it starts us off right, Get the mindset.
Absolutely. All right. So let's see what it does. So now it's going to think again. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the prompt that we just put in there, and it's going to start to work. So I'll help you add the ability to set custom times and include daily inspirational quote. Let me first examine the current code structure and then implement these features. So
Awesome.
some might say, oh man, this is taking too long. You got a couple of errors, this, that, and the other. Well, think about it though. Like we're spending probably spend about probably 5 or 6 minutes. We've had a couple fixes that we've had to do
Yeah,
to create a customizable app for ourselves.
that's
Like
wild.
3 to 5 years ago, this app was going to take you thousands of dollars, and you had to know the right people to do it, and it's still gonna take you a couple weeks just to get done.
Oh,
Now we
absolutely.
have now we have this at our fingertips, which is pretty insane when we think about it.
No, that's crazy. I didn't even know you could do this, so I'm already impressed. And
All right,
while
so
it's
let's see. Let's check the time, set it. Look, I'm sorry, I cut you off. It looks like it's setting the timer and getting the quote feature ready to roll.
I was just say while it's thinking, you ran into some like kind of you needed to fix some errors earlier. Other than the suggestion you showed earlier of just hitting that fix all button, is there anything else? Like if I was doing this, is there anything else I could try if that keeps happening?
Yeah, so what some are going to run into, especially like if you just have the free version, like you have a set amount of credit, so you're going to be a little bit more cautious of like utilizing your credits. Fully
Okay.
understand that. So there are other options like you can refresh. You have the option to refresh over here in the corner,
Okay.
or you can exit out like with the hitting the plus sign or the home screen sign, and it exits it out, and then it goes back in. Now the one thing I will say is before doing that, let me see if I can find it up here. You see right here, I'll circle it. It's kind of small, but it says
Oh,
restore.
sure. Okay.
Sometimes that's a fix as well. So you'll keep hitting all these errors, 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 or there could be an option to where you give it a prompt and you don't like it. And you say,
Mm,
you know what, I actually don't want that at all. Instead of
okay.
adding another prompt, you can always just restore to what it previously was for your previous prompt.
Oh, okay. So you can go back. Nice.
So all of these, tools are going to be relatively similar to some aspect, but there's going to be, each is going to be its own unique thing. So Cursor is going to be a little bit different than Replit, which is going to be a little bit different for Rork. It's going to be a little different from Lovable. So they all have their unique traits. All right, here we
And
go. Looks like it's finalizing here. So added a daily quote component, 20-minute monitor. Up, there we go.
yes. I would say don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Ooh, I like
Love
it.
it. Look, we have the option now to set the time. So
Wonderful.
say we want to do 25 minutes and 33 seconds. Set the
Done.
time. Done.
Oh,
So this is pretty
amazing.
awesome. So now we have no excuse to increase your productivity, Amita. Now we have no
Yes,
excuse.
getting
So
more productive literally by the second.
no pun intended. All right,
Right.
before we get out of here, I want to go over a couple things though, because I think a lot of people see this like, yo, I just created this fun app and they think they're done. Now, we're not going to get into it too much in this video, but again, this is more so the front end of everything. So this is what we're going to see. There's
Okay.
also the back end. So anytime like you have data, anytime that you have any form of storage, for example, if you wanted to push this app to say the App Store
Mhm.
or the Google Store or things the Play Store, I can't remember what it's called. You
Right.
have to make sure that the back end is set up.
Okay.
Rork makes it pretty easy. You can come up here to integrations and you can just enable the back end and then you
Okay.
can do what's called create a repository. We won't get into it too much, but in a sense, these are going to help set up your backend information to where you can add more features to the app. You can position yourself to push this app to the App Store. You're going to have to get an Apple developer account, which is $99, but it's a one-time fee, and that allows you to have the opportunity to put the app onto the actual App Store. So what we will do is we will do a whole nother video for that, really just walking you through the steps that it takes to make that happen.
Nice. And last thing, real quick. So you went through all of this. If I was going to try this on my own, maybe for this app to adjust it or something else, you mentioned a free version earlier. Is this on the free one? Is there a paid? Like, what would I need to just get started with this?
Yeah, so I like Rork right now because I'm trying to do like a lot of mobile apps.
Okay.
So for the Rork free version, you have 5 prompts per day.
Okay.
So you can send pretty much 5 messages per day. Now, if you have to make fixes, most of the time the fixes are going to be free, so you won't have to pay for those. But you have five
Mhm.
prompts. The
Okay.
version that I'm on is $20 a month, and it's up to 100. I believe it's 100 prompts per month.
Okay. So that could be an
So if
option
you
later.
think about it, say you're trying to make 5 apps a month, and that's
Mhm.
about 20 prompts for it. Which
Okay.
honestly, you can do a lot within 20 prompts. So I think that you can achieve your desired outcome.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Just want to make sure.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited about your app. I hope you actually use the app and
Thank you.
let's make some more apps.
Absolutely. This is so helpful. Thank you.